So what you just witnessed there, so me recording a clean loop and then soloing over it with the distorted sound, isn't something that you can normally do with a Boss Katana that I was using, or your Yamaha THR, Sparks and so on. But thanks to the U-Looper by Xsonic, you can actually do that. Xsonic has found a clever way to use the USB port on the back of your amp so you can actually loop stuff and also change the sounds of your amp. And actually the list of compatible amps is very impressive as well. There's the Positive Grid Spark 40, Spark Mini, Spark Go, Spark Live and Spark 2. There's Boss Katana Mark 1 and 2 amps, and also the Boss Gen 3 amp that I was using, and also Katana Air, all the Yamaha THR 2 amps, Fender Mustang amps, and Marshall Code amps as well. I should also mention that this video is sponsored by Xsonic and I'm getting compensated for my efforts. However, I really like their approach when I told them that I'm always honest with my audience, and they gave a big thumbs up for that. So yeah, everything I say in this video is purely my own opinions. The little pedal over here feels also very decent. If we take a look over here, there's amp connection, so you run USB from here into your amp and they actually ship you with a cable for that. And you can power this pedal by using either 5-volt input over here with USB-C, or you can run a 9-volt power input here as well. Volume control. And what's interesting is that this input, according to the website right now, says the port is currently unavailable, reserved for future uses, such as connecting external foot switch to this. So yeah, basically we're looking at these outputs or inputs, output, and this output over here. Something very important I have to mention here is that you should update the latest software both on your amplifier and on the U-Loop as well before you start using them. Actually, my unit didn't work with the Katana 50 Gen 3 that I have until I updated the pedal and the Katana as well to the latest software version. After that, it was a cakewalk. Also, my backlight just died. Depending on what amp you use, the signal routing is a little bit different. I'm going to focus on Katana here because that's the only amp out of the list I actually have. You run an instrument cable from the output. Then we power up this. We can use either like a 9-volt power supply or just a USB cable from here. There you go. Press and hold the foot switch until the light starts flashing. Then we turn the knob counterclockwise until it shows red or green. We are seeing red right now. So right now the pedal is set into aux mode, which we're going to use with our Katana. But if we would turn the LED to the green color and hit the foot switch over here, it would actually switch to speaker/external PA mode. Because we're still connecting the Katana, we go for red and then hit this button over here. And now it's safe. And then we just hold this button and wait until it's green. Though my demonstration kind of fails here because I have already set this to the red mode, so it's already available. Then we power off and we save everything. Different amps require you to tweak different settings on the pedal, and I'm going to drop links to all of the different instructions per amplifier in the description. Now that we have set up our pedal to match the amplifier we're using, the rest of the setup is kind of simple. First of all, you plug in your guitar straight into the amp as you normally do, and then you run a cable from the output of the U-Looper into the aux input on your Katana, and you're going to need an adapter like this for that. And here's something you could do, but what I didn't do because I was just lazy and didn't actually have like a proper stereo cable to use it. You can actually run a stereo cable from here into your amplifier with this kind of adapter over here. Since I was jamming just through the speaker anyway, it's mono, so I was fine with that. But if you want to play with headphones, for example, you might want to have stereo, so get yourself a stereo cable and stereo adapter as well. When the LED is blue, press the foot switch to start recording your loop, and press again to stop recording and start playback immediately. If you want to overdub during the playback, so when the LED is solid green, pressing the foot switch initiates an immediate overdub, press again to stop overdubbing. Right now you cannot actually undo an overdub, but that functionality will be added in a future update. To stop playback, double press the foot switch within 1 second, and pressing again will immediately restart the playback. If you want to clear all of the loops you just recorded, just double tap the pedal and hold it for a couple of seconds and all of the loops are gone. And as you probably guessed, this knob over here controls the loop volume. So what do I think of the U-Looper? First of all, the build quality is very decent, the pedal feels solid, everything feels well built. I think it will last you a long time. And I also love the fact that this is an actual problem solver. I don't loop that much, so I haven't really realized that you can do stuff like this with those practice amplifiers that everybody has, Katanas and Sparks and such. But this solves that. It just solves that, and you can have fun looping while having different sounds for different sections, stuff like that. That's a brilliant idea that actually helps people. I like that a lot. All instructions, and you're probably going to need those, are very helpful on the Xsonics website. I feel they've done a good job there as well. And yeah, this is one of the product types I love demoing the most because it's a true problem solver. If you're interested in your Xsonic loop, I'm going to drop links in the description. Some of those links might be affiliate links. It won't cost you anything extra, but I earn a small commission from every purchase, which would be greatly appreciated. Thanks. If you got any questions, be sure to ask those in the comment section down below. Leave this video a like, hit the subscribe button, things like that. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you next time.